everyone, this is your host Sharmila and welcome to another episode of Sharmila's Kitchen. Today's special recipe is Kolkata style mutton biryani. Today in this video, the mutton will be super moist and tenderized and the rice will be fluffy, perfectly cooked and separated from each other. Kolkata style mutton biryani is extremely flavorful with the addition of keora water, rose water, meetha atar, saffron and more aromatic spices. Today I'll be sharing the step-by-step method. So in the first step, we are going to marinate the mutton. Here I got 500 gram tender and good quality mutton. For this 500 gram mutton, here are the spices. Half teaspoon black pepper powder, 1 teaspoon clarified butter or ghee, 2 tablespoon biryani masala, half teaspoon garlic paste and 1 teaspoon ginger paste, 4 tablespoon onion paste and 4 tablespoon beaten yogurt. Salt to taste. Here I will be using half teaspoon salt for 500 gram mutton. And the most important ingredient for mutton biryani is raw papaya paste. We need 2 tablespoons raw papaya paste. There are so many meat tenderizer, but this raw papaya paste is the best natural meat tenderizer to marinate the mutton. In a mixing bowl, add all the ingredients that I mentioned just now. While mutton is resting, get rest of the ingredients ready. For any biryani, golden fried onion or onion birista is the most essential ingredient to make the biryani perfect and flavorful. I made a beautiful and step-by-step video on how to make perfect golden brown onion birista on my Bengali channel. So go through the video first before making this biryani. Now let's prepare the rice for this biryani. Here I have taken 500 gram basmati rice. In this recipe I have taken same quantity of rice and mutton. But if you double the mutton quantity, that will be also very nice. For any biryani, basmati rice is the good choice to use. First wash the basmati rice for 3 to 4 times and rinse through. Then soak the rice with double or triple amount of water for 30 minutes. Soaking the basmati rice will expand the length of the grains and it will be long. Now let's get into cooking. First put 1 tablespoon of oil in the frying pan. When the oil is little hot, add the baby potatoes. If you don't have baby potatoes, you can use big potatoes cut into chunky pieces. Also add little bit of salt to season the potatoes. We don't need fully cooked potatoes. When the skin will be little bit golden brown, we'll take it off. So after 2 to 3 minutes, the potatoes will be golden brown. We'll transfer in a plate. Now in the same pan, add the marinated mutton. We already marinated the mutton with clarified butter. So the flavor is already infused with the mutton. So you are not going to be using more clarified butter or ghee to cook the mutton. Cook the mutton until they are 70% done. Because after that, we will layer the mutton and rice and steam. Steaming will also cook the mutton. So first cook the mutton for 10 minutes on high flame. While cooking the mutton, you will see the mutton is releasing its moisture. So we'll cook the mutton until it is dry. After 10 minutes, we'll keep the flame medium and cover it for 10 minutes. In this way, the mutton will be cooked nicely. After 10 minutes, remove the lid. Just give a quick stir. The mutton is cooked almost 50%. To cook the mutton more, I am adding 1 cup hot water and also add the potatoes. The potatoes will also be cooked along with the mutton. Give it a gentle stir and cook for more 10 to 20 minutes by covering the lid. Keep the heat medium to low to avoid burning. After 15 minutes or so, check the mutton and also the potatoes. Potatoes become soft and cooked and the mutton is also soft but not fully cooked. So at this stage, we will switch off the flame. In case the mutton is not cooked nicely, then you can put in the pressure cooker and make it soft. How fast we'll cook the mutton? It depends on the quality of mutton. If the mutton comes from young goat, it will cook fast. So based on that, cook the mutton in pressure cooker. So the mutton is ready to go in the layer. So before that, let's prepare the other ingredients that will go in the biryani. In the layer of biryani, clarified butter or ghee will be used. So melt the ghee and keep it ready. I have added in a cup of lukewarm milk, I am going to be adding 10 to 15 strands of saffron. To make the biryani color more attractive, here I am going to be using little bit of orange food color, which is optional. Half teaspoon keora water. And then meetha atar 2 to 3 drops. Don't use meetha atar too much. Now mix all these things together. All of these are flavor enhancer. They will add more flavor to the biryani. Now all the ingredients are ready. Now we will make biryani in a big pot like this. Always make biryani in big pot so that it got enough space to steam. So I have added 1 teaspoon of ghee in the pan and spread this all over. So the greasing will prevent the biryani to stick. So in this pot, first I am going to be adding the 70% cooked mutton. Spread the mutton evenly on the pan. Also add golden fried onion beresta. Make sure you also spread it evenly. Also make sure everything is ready before layering the biryani, like melted ghee, onion beresta, saffron infused milk and garam masala. Almost all the steps are done to make this biryani. Only cooking the rice is left. So let's make rice for this biryani. So first pour enough water to boil the rice. Here I have added almost like 3.5 liters of water. In this water I am going to be adding 1 tablespoon oil and 3.5 tablespoon of salt. So for 1 liter water we have to add 1 tablespoon of salt to season the rice properly. Now how do you understand that the salt you have added in the water is perfect to cook the biryani? After adding salt, check the salty water. If the water is over salty, then it is perfect. If you make the water little salty, the rice will absorb the required amount of salt and the rest of the salt will be drained off with the water. Now we will make a bundle of spices which will make the biryani rice flavorful and tasty. In a piece of cotton cloth, we are going to be adding 2 bay leaves, 1 jaifal, 2 pieces of mace, 1 black cardamom, 4 cardamom pods, 4 cloves and 1 medium size cinnamon sticks. And now tie the knot and put this bundle in the water. This spice bundle will add the flavor to the biryani rice. You can also put the whole spices directly in the water, but some people don't like coming the whole spices in the mouth. So that's why we made a bundle. Now just a quick stir and cover the lid. Let it come to a boil. Now the water is rolling boil and it also got the color because the spices released its extract in the water. Now add the soaked rice. Now cook the rice for 4 minutes, not less than that and not more than that. We need 50% cooked rice for this biryani. After 4 minutes, you can also check the rice. Take a rice grain. Now press it using your thumb and index finger. When you press, the inner core will be hard and the 2 sides will be little soft. That means the rice is perfectly ready. Now add this rice directly on the mutton and spread it evenly. In this way the biryani will get enough moisture to steam. So after layering the rice, add perfectly fried golden brown onion. On this, add half of the ghee. After adding 1 layer, we will repeat the process. That means again rice, saffron, rice, on that biryani masala, golden fried onion, ghee, on that also add khoa. After layering the biryani, make sure the saucepan have at least 2 inches gap so that the steam can create. So after layering the biryani, put a piece of foil paper to cover the upper side and it will not allow the steam to go out. Now cover the lid. Now we will cook the biryani in dum method. So first cook the mutton biryani on high flame for 10 minutes, then 5 minutes on medium flame, and the last 15 minutes on simmer. When the biryani is cooked, don't remove the lid immediately. Wait for more 10 to 15 minutes and then put the lid off. Now I will show the biryani, the final look. Let's see it is done or not. First remove the lid and then remove the foil paper very carefully because it is very hot and steaming. The hot steam can burn your hands. See, our biryani is perfectly done. The rice grains are separated and fluffy and it's not overcooked. Now let me show you the biryani from one side. Before serving biryani, just give a mix. Sometimes when we are cooking biryani, the biryani got sticked to the bottom of the pan. But if you make this way, the biryani will not stick to the pan. See, the bottom is clear and clean. Kolkata style mutton biryani is served with potato and egg. You can also try chicken chop, mutton chop, chicken rezala, mutton korma or chicken korma along with this biryani. I served this biryani with thick burhani, some onion salad, and it is good to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. If you like this recipe, please hit the like button, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.